No, Tyler, it didn't sound like the end. Guys, we have a brand new album, a new project, a full-length album by 21 Pilots called Breach, a double album. And before I see any of you guys hopping in the comments saying, it's not technically a double album, it's not going to be packaged with Clancy, it's going to have its own tour, whatever. I don't care. What we were predicting was a new album happening quickly after Clancy, breaking their 3-year album cycle, breaking the cycle in half, and this project was the one to finish the story. Clancy/Tyler had been lying to us this whole time, saying that Clancy was the final chapter of the storyline, and we were predicting and theorizing, no, that was not the end. So because of that, I'm going to take a quick victory lap around the room, which is not very big, because this is so earned. This is warranted. We came together, we came up with this theory, and we were on the money. We predicted it right. Guys, we have another project. All right, let's talk about it. Okay, so Breach, everything we know so far. Our full-length album, Breach, will be here in September. The first song, The Contract, comes out June 12th. Hello, Clancy. Hello, Blurryface. Let's finish this. Okay, so this is the final battle between Blurryface/Nico and Clancy, and we can safely assume that it picks up right after Paladin Strait. I swear, if the first line off of the first track opens with "Hello Blurryface," I'm gonna lose my mind. Okay, so first of all, this is Clancy Ultimate Chapter 25. We are receiving the final ultimate chapter in the storyline. And now we know it's officially called Breach, which makes sense because that's what the letters were spelling during the European run of the shows. Obviously, it's now available for pre-sale and pre-order, which, by the way, the Breach vinyl and CD that are available right now are called the first pressing editions, which is this era's first use of FPE. Which, by the way, is this now the Breach era? Because I feel like the Clancy era was so short-lived that it's weird already moving to a new one. So because this is ultimately like the end of Clancy and the story that Clancy was telling, is it still the Clancy era? Like, what do you guys feel like in the comments? Is this Clancy or is this Breach? What era are we currently in? Spotify was updated with this brand new shot of the boys, and it's crazy because we can see Josh Dunn no longer in his torchbearer attire. He also has his red eyeliner back, which gives me a little bit of a cause for pause because this might further allude that we are cycling back into the Blurryface era. He obviously had red eyeliner and the red paint during Fairly Local, which is the first music video that was released under the Blurryface era. We can also see on the album cover that Tyler has red socks, which again is more allusions to the fact that we could be circling back to where we started in Blurryface. I really hope that's not the case. I really do hope that this is the cycle to end all cycles. And whatever events take place during this album, basically will free Clancy and he'll be able to move on with a new understanding or finding peace within himself. I really don't want the whole story to just loop in on itself one for one. Also, going back to the album cover, there are 2 more Easter eggs that I've been able to catch. It looks like the background is forming a skull, which is kind of alluding to one of the shirts that Tyler wore during the European tour. People are also saying that it looks like Blurryface. I think it looks like both, but what do you guys think? And also, they're forming the 21 Pilots logo with their bodies. Josh being the first line, the jacket kind of arm forming the middle line, and then Tyler, Clancy leaning away, forming the diagonal line. And I gotta say, we roasted the Clancy album art when it was first revealed, but this album art immediately is iconic. It is such a tough image. I was crashing out this morning when I saw it for the first time. It is iconic, immediately iconic. It truly feels like the culmination between Blurryface and Clancy, the 2 album covers coming together for Breach. We are eating so good as a fan base. Like, what other band has the audacity to pull something like this off? I mean, genuinely, this is so earned. It was a decade in the making, and I think that's why it's so cool for so many of us. The culmination of so much hard work and crazy storytelling. Some fans have figured out that you can actually see Blurry, Clancy, and Trench all within the Breach font, which is actually so insane. So if it's a brainchild and a combination of all of these albums, thematically and sonically, I'm so on board. And Tyler, I've been saying this for the last 2 albums, but please scream on this album in the studio version. Your screaming is sorely missed and is a huge reason why I fell in love with the band. Please scream. Please. It's so warranted on this final album. It's crazy because there were some hints alluding to June 2025, and it just turns out that the lead single, The Contract, is coming out June 2025. Some people pointed out like what happened to the Be Back October 10th code. That could be when their tour starts. They typically start touring about a month after their album drops, but time will tell. Oh, and speaking of album dropping, it says sometime in September on all of their promotional marketing materials. But if you're in Europe and you try pre-ordering the album, it says that it's expected on September 5th. So September 5th is a Friday, the first Friday in September, which if you don't know, Friday is typically when people drop music. So that could be the date of Breach, the new album by 21 Pilots. This still doesn't feel real. I literally posted a live stream at work today of me crashing out in real time, and it was not pretty. Yeah, it was not pretty. I'm pretty sure that we'll start receiving like the track list, some promotional materials towards the first single, the music video, maybe a sample of the contract. Regardless, we're gonna start seeing the hype train really start kicking off pretty soon. I mean, it's already started, but I really think we'll start seeing a lot more from the boys and a lot more from the 21 Pilots account promoing Breach and promoing the first music video. And Mark, of course, from Real Bear Media, if he's directing any of these music videos, I'm sure he'll start posting behind the scenes stuff. The fact that we're getting the lead single in like 21 days is insane. It's gonna fly by so quickly. I've already asked off the day from work, so expect reactions, breakdowns, live streams, all the good things on June 12th. Did I miss anything with Breach, the new album by 21 Pilots? Let me know in the comments below. Please subscribe, and if you want to support the channel even further, buy me a coffee. The link is in the description. Every donation goes right back into the channel to create high quality 21 Pilots content. Click the video on the screen for the next deep dive, and until next time, this has been Jake with Stone Potential. I love you guys. This is awesome. This band is so cool. Who else does this?